players finding themselves in a position to hoist virtual trophies. The online era has their name stamped on it, and it could be one more notch on the belt. But Electronic begins this matchup with an opening kill, followed by Perfecto. Shiro somewhat of an answer, but a 4v2 to NaVi's advantage as the bomb is picked back up.
So the other thing about Dust 2 is the game plan doesn't change much game to game. They just played it, but it's not like you're going to anti-strat any specific tendencies. There's nothing different about the way NaVi played versus G2 earlier than how they played versus Gambit the other day on this map, and that helps them out, considering they had just played another series. Now NaVi come through with these opening frags, but the bomb plan is also incoming, and these days, as I like to say, a bomb plan is a win. So this is going to be very nice for Gambit to have found the one hole in the defense, re-attacking via Cat. And now they put some pressure on NaVi, who are quite far away, but at the same time have pick control and some powerful lines to attack this 4v2. Not that they don't lose 4v2 sometimes.
Oh, God. Don't bring it up.
Excuse me, 5v2s.
Shiro trying to alleviate a player or two before that retake really commits itself, but there it is. Two quick frags. NaVi gonna go ahead and take that first pistol. You know, a big conversation point around NaVi at the beginning of events, prior to when we see their form, is always, which NaVi do we get?
Yes.
Right? Nobody doubts this team's skill ceiling, but they doubt the skill's consistencies. What do you feel like the odds of NaVi getting this revenge win are, having just come off that G2 game?
Honestly, if they had played like they did versus G2, they would have gotten destroyed by Gambit because they made... Look at that smoke down. And they're worried about the mid lurk out.
Is that for better or for worse?
It feels like a full-fledged Cat exec is coming, but they always have time to cancel. Dust 2 is very quick with the rotations for the Ts. How deep this mid control is. The second smoke comes in right as they're about to throw their setup smokes off Cat.
Yep. It's the last one from NaVi. Left with just an incendiary on bit. That's for the back B site.
Electronics basically like they can't go mid B, and they seem to have a very good idea that it's off Cat right now.
So here it comes. A couple of smokes up and over, opening the drop. Axile, he's gonna try to challenge Simple, wins that fight. Boomich from ramp is great, but Electronic hot on the heels of this Cat push. They have so little time to try and get this plant, but they can. They've got it into the 2v2. A jumping Famas off of Boomich shut down by Shiro. Talk about playing the clock, but Bit pieces it together. On boost over top. Simple misses that shot, but he's ready to add one to the tally. Oh, nice cover from Perfecto. NaVi wasted no time trying to close that distance. Another 2vx situation where they've gotten out onto the catwalk. A potential for plants. No cat flank, though. A smoke to give a chance at Axile's retreat. We'll see if he can manage to get away from this. Counter-terrorists already so close to the site, and Axile wants to take one down. He's playing very proactive, but unable to find an angle just yet. There's his kill to Boomich, and a second onto Bit. Shiro connects to Simple. Perfecto not able to clutch. A 2v4 from Gambit to keep that 4-round lead.
Damn, that post plant was too sick. There was not a real way in for NaVi, and the smoke that they threw down on the back of single allowed Axile to take the duels as he wanted to. Now Shiro has a smoke here as well. Even if it's a deep CT smoke, he has an audio cue.
Here it comes.
They've been jumping in a lot. Simple.
Nice.
The opportunity for a kill. Looks like NaVi's flashed in that position, and he instantly gets onto another angle. There are no continuation flashes here from Gambit, so playing it quite slow. Looks like Shiro wants to slowly take the fight towards him, and Simple will give him that ground. Dangerous position to play this post plant from. They haven't been amazing on retakes.
With the eventuality of Hobbit coming down long, got to make sure that Boomich and Simple don't turn their backs. Axile gonna stay perched, but he dies at the hands of Perfecto, and Shiro's sniper looks for its first victim. Now here comes Hobbit, activating from the flank. Look at this, he lines up two, and the spray's not good enough. Inter's gonna be trying to give that cover. They've got a man back by Wizard. Shiro just looking to lock this in. Boomich crouching forward. They get the kills they need, and the retake's good. But look at the health. You have to remember Hobbit's flank. If he just gets that second kill, it could have been a world of hurdles. An odd couple of smokes could open up a route for the counter-terrorists to slip right through. But those will begin to fade as NaVi buy their time. It's Boomich and Electronic versus Shiro and Axile. And Boomich, he just jumps right in, flies over the top of Shiro. Axile stares down at his feet, and that's going to fake a tunnels position. Oh my goodness, he pops up, gets the first and the second.
Spawn, there's 2 players watching this. They've got this huge crossfire from the CT side.
Huge angle.
Oh, NaVi are not going to find their way out of this one.
NaFi doesn't peek right back, just buys a little bit of time. Although Bit does swing back around and kill a player over towards window, this opens the site for Perfecto so that he can at least plant this bomb. And if Bit takes more bodies before he inevitably drops, then good for him. But he's only able to get that one. So it's Perfecto, 13 and 8 with a bomb plant. Now he could just sit back or decide to attack.
He showed himself.
And he's wary about the tunnels, but both counter-terrorists out here towards mid. He's trying to work with cover, but that's it. NaFi catching him off guard, didn't know where the numbers were at, and it was that one player in NaFi who he lost track of to come in with the clutch for Gambit. A second pistol round win pushes Gambit to an 11-5 score.
Such a nice try from Bit here, but as you can see, he has almost no counterplay, no angle to work with, and he's getting squeezed and nearly fights his way out, gets both kills on the crossfire. That was a huge start if you think people are there. So it just depends what they feel like when they approach it, but the Molly's going to come out to put some pressure. This one lands on default. He's still alive and well in that corner. And there's a lot of confusion right now. Boomich will be at the front of the chaos.
Nice.
And
Slides all the way into the smoke.
He is stuck in this smoke with an opponent. There's one more in here. Boomich bumped heads with him. Probably couldn't tell. Axile stays alive and composed. Fantastic spray from him.
The fact that he comes out on top of that, and now with the Deagle tries to swing.
And this opens him up to go for another peek. Axile will get traded by Bit. One-on-one situation, and the bomb can get planted safely in B. There's no way for Shiro to stop this. He has to bank on hitting the cross if possible, and Bit has no chance to slow this down at all. So here the jump is coming, and Shiro doesn't hit it. He's not scoped in. The situation gets reset.
Single flash for Shiro. He's not going to let off the pedal until he arrives on the doors. Anticipating maybe Bit on a peek, but Bit, he is locked into this corner. It's either fear or focus. He keeps his eyes up above him, and here's those footsteps come through. Shiro now waiting for the peek, but Bit's got him. Dead to rights by Car. NaVi taking an 11th thanks to Perfecto. He falls down into the CT spawn, completely unravels them as they tried to move over.
Oh my God.
NaFi so unready. And then this third one, as he gets dinked, gets the better of Hobbit. Bit picks up where Perfecto left off and closes. Hobbit falls off the CT boxes. And that flash made me think he wanted to come back at this, but no overcommitments, no openings offered. It's over towards long instead that NaVi focus, and they get shut down instantly. The AK still in the hands of Bit, and the challenge off of Cat now comes. Shiro needs to give some cover unless Hobbit stops it all on his own. And Bit, despite showing great promise, would need the 1v5. Starting it off Enters, but losing crucial HP. He needs to cut down another 2 without being tagged, and a single shot from Shiro. That is where Gambit end this. Dust 2. With the reverse series sweep ahead. Hobbit's going to be looking to make contact with the bomb right behind him. Little jiggle peek with the flashbangs here for Bit. He makes it work for one. Dives into the cover, needs the reload, tough spot to find himself in, and he's not going to get himself anything more than that first frag. Perfecto back by bench, trying to recover a little bit of sight control. It's actually Electronic in with 3 kills off the UFP. Shiro trying to dance around all the targets. The P250 primed to clutch, but NaVi.
Setup, the run boost is coming out. NaFi will spot one. It draws attention a little bit, but there's 3 players here from the CT side to all fight at the same time. And sometimes this is only a 2-player setup. A perfect counter. A beautiful start here for NaVi. They specifically wanted this late round mid to come out. And the way that Gambit were approaching mid previously was they would oftentimes come out very late, throw one flash to take over mid control, or do a run boost like this. And they have everything in place. They committed so hard out towards mid. They got scared. I mean, you really can't be that terrified in the 4v5, but Electronic in murder for him as well.
Dude, he is 9-0.
Yeah, he had almost 100 ADR on that last match as well, but even though they didn't win.
Hands on the AK. That could really be the problem. If only he doesn't get caught by who else other than Electronic, who has literally one-man army this round, trying to save NaVi from an embarrassing 4th round result. At the very least, Gambit will take that bomb plant.
Oh, I see. I was wondering why Perfecto didn't want to commit to rotating into the site. He found a better gun to work with here. One player crossing the bench. That's info for the market player to take care of. Oh, excuse me. Electronic's going to double up with him instead.
Good jump. Shiro's P250 shouldn't do too much. I'm worried about NaVi. If he swings wide with that Deeg, Shiro's trying to draw the attention, and NaVi, he does get the one he needs. Shiro over the other shoulder, and Gambit will take the real estate they can. And the challenges loom near. Hobbit tucked into this connector cubby. Electronic's gonna walk right by it. Oh, Electronic beyond Hobbit. Opens with the first kill. Bit in transition. Boomich.
He is so alone right now. Oh my god, this is
a B split.
NaVi.
Simple's back completely.
He can take his time with this as well. He can maybe line up a second on Cat. He's going to see him both. Execution comes in. NaVi with a clutch play.
Beautiful slip through. And then you saw Boomich so worried about the Palace peak. And then as it comes to B, he lets his guard down only to die to Inters. Perfect timing from Gambit. Good job by Boomich to dodge that Molotov. Still, we see Gambit in the 2v2 split.
Let's see how they hunt down information there.
Perfecto can take a strong position. If they jump out from the window, he should have them dead to rights. Simple, in the meantime, does find Hobbit. There's the kill versus NaVi. And Shiro on the angle with the bomb. That's going to be contact made. Confirmation called. And NaVi, well, they're going to fall prey to Inters, who still sits at the A site. But Shiro, he'll have no other option than to plant at A. And if the counter-terrorists gun him down fast enough, then so be it. Simple gets him off the plant and plays with time. The clock is going to be the end of Gambit. No time for it. Simple throwing himself at the problem, and Bit commits to the save to...
Over top of the staircase, and Bit will throw one defensively down so that he can fight. On. Inters comes up from above, over the top of stairs, leaving Perfecto alone in CT for the moment.
He's gonna fight before his teammates able to get into this equation. But all of a sudden, Gambit falls silent. Now we've got Inters cut down, and Perfecto with a second. It's Simple in the clutch. You know what he can do. A 7th round for NaVi could be instrumental in the long run on Mirage. Simple falls back to his spawn to cool off. Huge 2 kills for Perfecto. And the cogs turn. Exile falls away. Bomb to head towards B. Perhaps he stops.
Oh, he's trying to see if Simple will make a move.
And he does.
He does. Can't hear anything.
Exile coming back at this as Simple comes ever closer. Exile's got all the utility. He's got the health advantage. Simple slips into ticket. The timing has been so damn close. And now Simple's on this bomb site. He could smell Axile as he rounds the boxes, but Axile goes the other way, and Simple comes out on top. Will 7 rounds be enough for NaVi? It's another map, just like Dust 2, where
on. And the CTs are starting to squirm a bit. Axile will get spotted. Rotation's coming back from CT spawn with this information. And they want to get rid of him if possible. Will they be able to? They've identified his location, but they can't eliminate him. Oh, NaVi.
It's so good. They bait them into it. And even the second kill, right? They go for that boost into window, offering over Simple. Gambit just magnetizing NaVi so that the CTs can fight on their own terms. Shiro up from Cat, but it's Hobbit tucked on ramp that serves as a bit of an issue. They're going to try and come and unearth him, but oh, Hobbit! 2 headshots to lock down what should be the 9th round win for Gambit. It's Bit in a tricky situation.
That was a pickle.
Base and respond with utility. 50 seconds to go.
They use this pressure to try to take over some other map control, see where the CTs start to loosen up. If there's any audibles here, Bit's going to hear them. But there isn't just yet. NaVi will throw a Molotov to let him know he's unwelcome in this position. Axile pushes off Cat. and trades off Boomich. I think they still know one's alive in connector, and the execute comes out towards B.
Enters, lets one player cross over. Axile there to lend a helping hand. It's simple with the answer. Perfecto also in the equation, and Bit's success in two directions. From connector, he shaves one off of A, and the bomb is planted. NaVi not done yet.
Yes, laser sharp precision with that Galil, and the hopes are still alive. Shiro is left alone just to save, and Simple will take him out. So a successful round from NaVi. They jostle some rotations. They don't keep it so... They don't make it a regular round where they try to crush up on these 3 choke points on connector, pallet towards the A site. 3 CTs here as per usual.
One of which unarmored. That could be Shiro, the liability towards Ticket. But how do they get Hobbit out of this position? If the Palace player doesn't kill him, then he's going to turn his attention around. And it's NaFi with Shiro to open up. 3v5 or Gambit take the cake. Shiro ever patient. Oh, he just blew Electronic's hands off. And then Axile in with more damage. It has to be Simple. He's got the 1 kill, but he needs 3 more. And Gambit, 1 away. 1 frag away. Simple falls silent. And he tries to close that distance into Shiro. Opper versus Opper. Prodigy versus God. He sees it at a distance, and NaFi's gonna take it. It is Gambit as your Blast Premier Spring Finals Grand